Hello, hello, hello everybody, Kryllyk here, back in action on the SkyFactory world. That's right, all the fun stuff. We're gonna fix our rain issue first thing this episode. I hope I'm doing this right. Base charm, hype. Alright, we do that. I believe we need the minissio and then water. That'll give us the rain dance gem. Very nice. Oh, dang it. We're lacking durability. No! That means that I need 8. 8 stacks of this will give you 2 minissio. Okay? So keep that in mind. So it's 16 stacks for 4. Yeah, it's a lot. Let's put it that way. Alright, we need to automate this process ASAP as well. Which we will be doing. Trust in the Kryllyk. Trust in the Kryllyk. Dang it. Good. Alright. Good. So now we can take off. Oh, what do we want this on? You know what? Let's put it on the boots. Let's do the boots. So we need this in an anvil. Oh, dang it. Put on the flying. There we go. Good. Alright. Boots. Hype. Okay. Boots. minissio. That'll repair them for one cost. Big whoop. And then what we'll do is we're going to add the rain dance gem. Okay. Stops rain. Kick ass. That's all I can say about that, guys. There is not much else to say other than that. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've completely gutted this thing. We've basically, yeah, we're at a point here now where it's time to move on. Alright, it's time to move it on over to our giant, massive Mayan temple. So I'm going to remove all of this stuff and we're going to move places. That's right. It is time. Alrighty, folks. So as you can see, it's gone. Rip. And we're going to take our dolly here as well. This is the glory of teleporting, by the way. Look at that. Just instantly there. Don't have to worry about the slow that this is causing. Awesome. Okay, so this guy here, I just finished setting him up, and I'm going to place the barrel on top of him, okay? Pretty straightforward, and more or less we're going to have the output to the top as per normal, okay? Why is this using durability when... I don't get it. Sometimes I do not understand these things. There's nothing to plant, nothing to harvest, you name it, but yet it's using energy. Great. Fantastic. Anyways, so that should auto output into the barrel our minissio. And then from there we can expand and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so now we're going to place in all of our seeds like so. I'd like to get an octatic on here, but that might be hard. You know what else is going to be hard? Insert facepalm here. Did you insert the facepalm yet? Because you should have. Did you insert facepalm? Apparently I built it a little too low. Whoopsie. I wasn't really thinking. Let me just fix this. Alrighty, so there we go. Fixed it. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to throw the lily pads underneath it. Alright, on this whole level. Now, in the middle here, I don't know. We probably won't need any input. So we'll just throw out some of the lily pads that we have here. Obviously it's going to be smarter in this scenario to work from one side and work our way over. So I'm actually going to start progressing over to the far side here. Just because I don't want any potential issues. Okay, there we go. Obviously we need a lot more lily pads of fertility. Don't get me wrong. We need a ton more. But it's a good start. The only other concern that I have is actually hydrating this. Now, there's a couple different ways that we can do it, but I still think the easiest way is to just punch a hole in the 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. You go 3 on a diagonal, and that 4th one will be water. And this, of course, we're eliminating 1 spot of the farm, or sorry, 4 spots of the farm. But I just feel that it's a little bit better in terms of ease of use. I'm going to sacrifice those 4 spots just so that we can, you know, get it a little bit easier. Now, I could install like a sprinkler or something like that, and a lot of that does work, but yeah, still kind of a pain to set up and all that kind of stuff. So, not too bad. Let's go back and let's get ourselves our dolly again. Voila, good. And we'll place it back down on top of this thing, like so. This is going to output to the top. Is it already set up to do that? Push, pull, disabled, push. Okay, yes. Okay, so it's already set up to do that. Obviously, we need to get ourselves a hoe. Now, we are going to automate these soon, but I don't really have the setup for it right now, so we're going to worry about that here in a little bit. So first things first, I want to add in the hoe. We should be good to go. That's a nice sound, guys. But rip power, right? Obviously, we haven't set up power or anything to this thing yet, but we are getting to a certain point here. So we have everything that we need. We're pretty much good to go except for power. So I'm going to actually set up a couple things here off camera. I want to get the upgraded capacitor for it, the octatic capacitor, and I also want to get an item to get some power over here. Alrighty, so there we go. We have a full octatic setup going here. I just stole the capacitor bank from upstairs to load some more power into this guy once I inputted it, because it can hold about 1 million, quite a bit. It's going to use 93 RF per tick. Now, we're producing more than that at the moment with our solar panels upstairs and whatnot, so we shouldn't have a problem, but I do have it deactivated for right now because we need a way to get power down here. And I don't want to run cables, okay? Nobody likes running cables. It doesn't look good. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a Tesseract. Now, I did debate between the dimensional transceiver from Ender.io and the Tesseract, but I'm using a lot of the dimensional receivers in my Direwolf series, and they're fantastic, but they're very expensive. I only have like 2 Enderman heads, and each one requires one, so yeah, they're a little expensive. And Enderium base is actually really easy to make. Just shiny, silver, and 2 tin in an alloy smelter, and it makes it up for you. And you can use this with some pyrotheum and some ender pearls, again in the alloy smelter, to make the Enderium ingots that we need. So let's jump on back, and let's make ourselves up some pyrotheum. Actually, ooh. Dang, I forgot about blaze powder. Aha. Well, looks like I'm going to be making a whole bunch of dust. Alright, let me get some blaze powder. I completely forgot about blaze powder, and that's a big time problem. So I'm going to make some, and I'll be right back with you guys here once again. Alrighty, so we got a little bit. We don't have a ton, but we are lacking a little bit of sulfur too, so not a huge deal. So we need that with that. What else do we need for pyrotheum? God, I don't even know. I don't even know, guys. Alright, let's been so long since I made pyrotheum. Oh yes, redstone-y. Alright guys, so 5, that should do for now. Not a bad little start, I guess. You know, you get 2 each, so, you know, not too shabby. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, let's just put that stuff away, and let's jump back on up here. I'm going to get a bit more dust rolling. So basically what we need is an ender pearls. Let's get 10 ender pearls. Yeah, let's do it. So this is kind of a way around having to build the liquid crucible and all that stuff. So yeah, it's working. It's working. Excellent. So we could build about twice as many as this, but you know, one of those things, you know. But we're getting ourselves some beautiful Enderium ingots. Now, Enderium ingots can be used for a lot of different things. Flux packs, jet packs, all that kind of stuff. That's not what we're interested in. Ooh. That's nice. I might need a backpack. Energy cells is another big one. 50 million RF. Not too shabby. That's pretty good, but it's still more complicated to make than the capacitor banks, in my opinion. But the other one that it can make is a Tesseract frame. So one of the things we need is we need to get some fused quartz going as well. Do we have? Aha, we do. I'm gonna take a whole stack of quartz, and we're gonna cook that up as soon as this is done. Obviously, this takes a ton of power, but we're generating a lot. Look at that. 25 million. We are full on power up here, and these guys here are all in the 700,000 range. That's pretty nice. So we got a decent amount of power. It took a while to get there, but now that we have the capacitors, we should be pretty good. I wouldn't actually mind getting a few more of those advanced capacitors. They're very, very nice, but they are quite expensive. All that vibrant alloy and whatnot is a little expensive, but I'll probably do a couple more of those. I want to get 9 of them, all in a row, just around here. I think that's my initial strategy. Okay, so we have 4. That's a pretty good start. I'm going to let this go. Obviously, it's taking its sweet time. Probably because we need an octatic. That would help a lot, but it's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to go sift some dust. Alrighty, so I've gotten a few things together, everybody. And one of the things that we need first is I want to get an induction smelter. So this guy here, pretty straightforward. We got the Invar around a basic frame. No big deal here. I pretty much prepped, I think, everything that I need for all of the items. So first things first. How did I get a bucket back? Anyways. The induction smelter is a fantastic little block, and what we need it to do is we need it to convert soul sand and netherrack. There is other ways that you can do this. Obviously, you can use 8 netherrack, but that's 8 buckets of lava, for example. So, yeah. Anyways, to get ourselves a couple pieces of nether brick. Now, the nether brick is on a similar plan to get ourselves the magma crucible right here. Oh dang, I didn't have everything. Okay, let's do the leadstone energy cell. So lead, glass, lead, a redstone block, and glass. Alright, I have everything for that. Redstone block, lead, and glass. There we go. Good. Now this guy here is going to be our magma crucible. Excellent. And last but not least, we need a liquid transposer. Look at me go, somewhat all prepared, I tell ya. Alright, good stuff. I think that's everything. No, it's not. It is not everything. We have our Enderium here, and with our Enderium, we need to make ourselves the Tesseract frame. So some of that fused quartz with a diamond. Okay, so let's get I think I can make 5 of these things. No, I can make 4. I can make 4, so let's do 4. Just for right now. I know I have enough Enderium for 5, but I only have enough fused quartz for 4. Good. Okay. Let's put that away. Now we need ender pearls. 4 works out nicely anyways. So we'll grab a stack of ender pearls and let's head on up over here. Now, one of the things that's a bit of an issue with this general area at the moment is I don't have it set up properly for all the power and whatnot, right? So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to run a couple conduits just underneath. It's not exactly what I want, but it will do the job for now, okay? I definitely don't want these to be like this, but yeah, what can you do, right? Okay, grab that dust. Grab the pulverizer. The pulverizer will go over here now. The magma crucible will go beside it. So this guy, we're going to disable all inputs. This guy, we're going to say output to the right, like so. This guy here will disable as well. And I'm going to put the fluid transposer beside it. And I'm going to say to accept from the left. So these two guys will talk together. And what we're going to do is we're going to melt down some ender pearls. And what's going to happen is you're going to see it here as my phone goes off in the background. I tell you. Oh, it's an email. A new subscriber. Let me take this opportunity to say thank you to all the new subscribers and for all the love that you guys give me. Freaking awesome. And the comments on this video, love it. I love that you guys are loving the build. But there you go. You can see that the resonant ender is going right into there. So basically we're going to add our Tesseract frames, and you can see that it's starting to fill up that frame with our resonant ender. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, it takes 4 ender pearls per Tesseract. Alright, now you think we're done. No, we're not done. So we need to take that full Tesseract frame, we need to combine it with some silver and some bronze. Ooh, bronze. Yuck. Tin and copper. Alright, we can make do with that. So while this is finishing, I'm going to get some silver and bronze because I think I actually have to... I think I actually have to pound some silver out. Yeah, I don't have any. So I'm going to pound some silver. We should have a whole bunch somewhere in here. And I'll be back with you guys shortly. Alrighty, so I think I have everything that I need. We got the tin, the etc. Oh man, I hammered a lot of stuff. I really probably should set up a way of automating a lot of that, but it's okay. Alright, alloys, go. Alright, so over here, our Tesseracts should all be full, which they are. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And we should be getting ourselves some Tinker's Alloy. Good. So we'll distribute this. We might as well wait for all of it. It cooks quick. Good. So that'll give us our 4. We got the silver in place and the Tesseract frame. And that's going to give us 4 separate Tesseracts. Sweet. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Alright, so first things first. Okay. It's okay. Alright, let's fly. Okay, so first things first, I want to hook this up. Now, obviously, there's not really a great spot, considering where we need to place this thing with the capacitors. And because we have the wireless charger here, there isn't really a perfect spot for this to go. But for right now, we're using that alloy smelter just a ton. The induction smelter we're not using as much at the moment. So we're going to place down this Tesseract right here. And we're going to arrange a configuration. Okay, so Tesseracts are a neat device. You can send items, fluids, or energy. So this is going to be a send only of energy. And what we're going to do is we're going to set it to, let's say, number 1. And we're going to call this main power. Okay, and we're going to save that frequency and set it. Okay, so you'll see this highlighted quite nicely, like so. And this guy here should be glowing and all that kind of stuff and ready to send energy. Okay, now we can head on over to our farm. Okay, good. We got all this going. And we can place another Tesseract right there underneath. And we can set this to main power, but we can set it to receive only. Now, I want the fluid mode blocked, but the item mode we're also going to have set to receive only. So when I set this frequency, let's just hop on out of here. This guy should be pretty much full. So when I activate him, he is actually filling up with energy. Excellent. So we're using energy from our main power capacitor upstairs now to fuel our farms. Alright. Now I'm not positive on how much it's using. So let's just remove that for a quick jiffy. And I want to inspect. Alright. We're gaining power again. So there was the initial bump that we hit when we first sent it down, but ever since then we are back to gaining power, quite dramatically too. We're gaining quite a bit. So this guy is working pretty much flawless at the moment for the one farm. So this guy should just keep on trucking for a while until we have diamond hoe issues, but we have ourselves basically a full minissio farm. How sweet is that, guys? Very, very awesome. I'm very excited about it. Now, obviously, we have a couple more Tesseracts. I need to move this other farm here over to there, and we need to expand it and all that kind of stuff. This is still basic, so we need to get that to an octatic and expand on that, and then demolish a lot of this stuff, more of this stuff. Just keep on removing. And obviously some more lily pads are required. I got a lot of essence of nature while I was ripping up all that stuff, so we have quite a bit of nice stuff going on in here, ready to go. Now, last but not least, before we finish up the episode, because we're pretty much at that wrapping up point, I had a ton of comments, and thank you guys so much for your comments on the different types of materials that we're going to go with on the pyramid here. I haven't officially decided. We got quite a few for the fancy. We got quite a few for this one. I can't remember what that's called. I have a chisel here. I don't have the other stuff. Let me just go and get it. So we had quite a few for the fancy. We had quite a few for... let's just pull it up. Quite a few for the mysterious. Is that what it is? Yeah, mysterious. We had fancy. We had smooth. And the plates. So the plates really didn't get much love whatsoever. The ones that got the most were the fancy, which I'm still not sold on, just because there's so much contrast between this dark and this gray that from a distance they almost look the same. So I'm kind of thinking the smooth or this. So I'm gonna have to play around a little bit. The other block that we could try, now I haven't, I'm just gonna go off on a limb here and try it, is a fantasy block. Now one person mentioned this block to me, and I don't know if any of these are really gonna work. There's also the laboratory block, which is kind of more white, right? It's definitely a brighter block, but it's got potential. But it does require quartz, which is a bit of a pain in the butt to farm at this point in time. I could get some quartz seeds, and that would solve that problem as well. But there's some nice looking blocks. We could go all white with that and stuff like that. So let's, you know, long story short, I haven't officially decided what I'm going to do yet. I figured I'd take a quick break from the building while we were up in the area and yeah, I wanted to get this back up and running so that we can expand and build from there. I need to make a couple more Ender IO farms, the farming stations. So I'll get a couple of those going here probably before next episode, and hopefully we can have a nice big area down here almost ready to go. The other thing that we're going to do is next episode is we're going to set up the auto crafting of the hose. Okay, so we'll set that up as well. It's not a complicated system, but we'll set that up and get that all going as well. So thank you guys again so much for subscribing, the likes, the comments, the everything. You guys, this has been a great month of Minecraft videos every day, and modded too every day. And yeah, I hope you guys like that, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.